Welcome back to the channel. We've already taken a strike out of this dude, so we can't really do that. Strike every time you say, all right. Every now and then, a couple people have asked about update stuff, what's going on. If you've watched this channel for any length of time, you know that I changed my mind a lot. And you know, I see something that inspires me, you know, or we get a part in the mail, or we find a part for sale, even though I don't look at the selling sites, or we end up with this, or it's in our possession at the moment. So it's like, you know, what are the plans? What are you going to do? So our plans change. So right now, this is October, and I'm going to run you through real quick the different cars, what the plans are, if there are any plans, and you guys can make of that what you will. Some cars we won't talk about are Trojan, because that's currently McNugget. It's pretty self-explanatory. So we don't really need to talk about them too, because you guys know what's going on with them, or as we're working on them, you'll see. So let's get started. Very high up on the priority list is Rob Zombie. Supposed to run a 7 by the end of the year. You know, so we gotta get to work. We gotta fix the oil pump shaft. We'll put a new oil pump in it. One of the subscribers had sent us one. We are I've got some 1.6 roller rockers I can put on it. We may look at changing the intake. Probably will change the intake and put a ported Explorer, ported lower and stuff on it. And we got to do but that'll be probably next year. We'll do that stuff. Oil pump shaft, oil pump, upper torque box reinforcement kit, and this rear end will be going in. Future mods will be GT40 intake, the ported Explorer type stuff. Put the 1.6s on it, maybe put those E7s that I've got, the ported E7s, put them on, but that would probably be after or during, while the track shut down during winter. Maybe try and get that done. I don't know exactly, but that's what's going on with Rob. Oil pump shaft, rear end, reinforcements, go to the track. And then from there, intake, maybe heads, rockers, you know, see where we're at there. Silver car. Need to do some work on it, get it running at least. We got 430 gears. We just got to put the rear end together. I finally got my shim kit. We got to get that done. We're going to put the ported truck lower that David did for us. Haven't got it yet, but he's done with it. And we're going to put the box on it. We've also got some 1.7 rockers that we're going to put on, and this car has the 1.6s that will be moving over to Rob Zombie. A lot of this stuff is domino effect. We still got to put a rack in it, but we just need a solid couple of days working. We could probably actually fire this one off just to hear it, which, you know, it's on the list. For LTD, technically doesn't need anything. I did borrow the alternator so I could make sure I put the other one that I've got back together correctly, but I just gotta, like I say, I just gotta bolt the alternator back on and we'll be good to go. So otherwise, you know, it's ready, just waiting for some cold weather, and we'll take it out and let it rip like a tater chip. So I only like to bring this out on the cold weather, trying to get some good ETs out of it, some more good ETs. So that's what's going on with LTD. Theresa's car. Now this actually does have some stuff that I need to get working on this. We need to put a radiator in it, but it has a dead miss, number 7. I think it may be a burnt valve. Can't find anything else that's been wrong with it. So I don't know. It needs a starter. Yep, starter. Took starter off of it. It needs a little bit of work, but I honestly, really, I'm looking at putting this back together and using it as a daily, which I used it as a daily for years. But put it back together and use it as a daily. It's got a heater and everything, so got to put a transmission in it. We got a transmission at the house basically, so kind of put this one back together and get it going, and you know, daily drive it. So that's what would be going on with this one, and it is like on the peripheral list. Blue Dragon, got no plans. Just I don't have any plans for it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Just don't have any plans for it. Not right now. Who knows, that could change tomorrow, but don't have any plans for it. Krusty, no plans for it either. I mean, you know, it's basically a bunch disassembled. I just don't have any plans for it right now, so that's where we're at with that. Love Boat. Got to get axles. Got to figure out what we're gonna do with the rear end. Get axles for it so we can race it. We got to put an intake on it, and a few other little nitpicky things. And we also have for it, at some point, we're gonna put this engine in it. It's Dragon's old engine. It's got twisted wedges on it, and it's got an N41 cam. So we're gonna put that in the Love Boat at some point. We just hadn't done it yet. Get that 50 pounds weight loss, so, and plus it'd be a little faster, better cam and stuff like that. So that's for the Love Boat. Patches, got no immediate plans for it. It's just sitting here. Just, we don't have any plans for it. Don't know what we're gonna do with it. Maybe we'll figure something out, maybe we won't, but no immediate plans. Skyler car. Me and David are in talks about trading for this, him doing some work, because I just, you know, thought maybe this might be a donor for Rob Zombie. Don't know. That's idea's kind of wilted in my head a little bit, so I don't know. But David has expressed some interest in it, and so we've been kind of talking a little bit back and forth about doing something. It's a Pirate's car, so not mine. Chinchilla Gorilla, no plans for it right now, you know, or maybe ever, who knows. It's just sitting, but got no plans for it. Here's a 351, and yes, we do have plans for that. We're gonna stick it in something. We keep changing our mind on where it's gonna go, but it's gonna go in something. I keep saying that, and it never happens, but we gotta get some money together to get some springs for the cylinder heads and a couple other things. It's just, you know, it's just not a huge priority, because, you know, spending money on, you know, Love Boat needs axles. This thing needs springs. That's just one of the things it needs, which is, you know, $200 or $300 by the time you buy springs and locks, retainers, and everything else. Got to buy a couple valves. So it's just, you know, McNugget needs money. You know, this on and on and on. So got to pick and choose what to do. And the van's in the warehouse. So is the convertible. The van, you know, I'd like to do an intake and carb and stuff on it, but again, you know, fuel pump, or I've actually got a fuel pump. Derek Yates sent me a Holly Red, so I'm gonna use that. But we gotta have a carb, and we gotta have an intake, and it's just, you know, money. So while I would love to get that going, it's, I don't know, you know, but I don't wanna get rid of it. I wanna keep it, you know. I like the van, that's the plan, is to convert it, but for me, you know, got to pick and choose where I spend my money. The convertible, got no plans for it. At the moment, somebody I know kind of wants to buy it, has expressed some interest in it, but, you know, that's fine. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. Maybe I'll wake up tomorrow and decide that, you know, it's got a roll bar and stuff in it, even though I'm not super happy with the way it looks with the top down. I think it looks terrible. You know, it might still be something where I'm like, hey, it looks kind of, you know, it'd be a good race car. I don't know. I don't think it'd ever be light enough for me, but. So it's just sitting, got no plans. Dirty Pickle, got no plans. Got pulled motor transmission, got somebody that wants it, and it'll be gone. And Pro Stock, at the moment, no plans. You know, we're basically taking stuff off of him, and he's gonna end up like Krusty probably. I thought that would be the car that would get to 100 videos, like 100 episodes. And it doesn't look like it. So anyway, that's almost forgot, Brain. Do have plans for Brain. brain is going to end up with the Hogan, and I'm going to put the F cam in it and some 1.7s. It's got a B cam, 1.6s, and it's got a System Max on it now. We're going to put the Hogan on it with a ported lower, and we're going to put the F cam in it with the 1.7s, and we're going to take it to the track. Car's been 701, so maybe I can sneak it into the 6s. I don't know. It's worth trying. So that's another little project that, you know, when I've got some time off, like during Christmas or something, I'd like to knock that out. I daily drive the car, so I don't want it to be down too much. Yeah, that's be something I'd like to do to that car, or that's what I'm going to do. I've got those parts set aside. So I think that pretty much wraps up all the rigs. Again, when Holt closed, that's what I was getting at. When Holt closed, when it officially, let me phrase that, when it was officially sold and it's not going to reopen as a track, I have to change my priorities a little bit as far as how much I realistically get to go to the track at Atmore and stuff like that, and really focus on some of the cars that I'm really just whatever. Trojan Horse is one of them because it's the people's champion. A lot of people started watching the channel because of that car, and I like the car. It was actually between Trojan Horse and Pro Stock as to who was going to end up as the car to car kind of a thing, and Pro Stock just happened to be running at the time, and that's why I chose it. You know, just for no other reason than that, really. But Trojan Horse, a lot of people really like that car. They've followed along with it, so we need to, you know, be kind of more dedicated to the channel, at least in one car that is for you guys. You know, I do what I want to do because, you know, that's the way it's supposed to be. But I do get that there are people that really like that car, so we have to kind of cater a little bit with that one, so, which is fine because I got, you know, plenty of stuff to do with the other cars. You know, LTD, it's, you know, I love the car the way it is. That's why I don't really want to do anything to it. It's just, to me, it's literally perfect. Silver car, we do need to get that going. This car, you know, we told Rob we'd have it, so we got to do that. You know, McNugget, that's kind of like my pet project right now, so I need to get on that. But you know what I mean? I can't just not pay attention to any of the other cars. And now that it's getting cooler outside, we can get to work on some of the stuff. Love Boat, not going anywhere. Definitely want to keep that. But I had to kind of narrow down stuff a little bit. So like Dragon and Patches and or Krusty, I can't just, hey, I got to have 15 race cars to race that. I can't do that. I got to pick and choose a little bit. And these are some of the choices that we're making. So anyway, that's it. Appreciate it. You guys kind of know what's going, at least currently, this is what's going on with the cars. So thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all the ways you guys support the channel. We couldn't do it without you, and we wouldn't want to. But especially, thanks for watching. And until next time on the Substandard Leader and Foxbody videos, 1 year only Lincolns for drag vans. And as always, fighting the good fight against Dr. Fear. We'll see you guys in the next video.